Developing oneself in an existence seemingly bent on its own annihilation is, for lack of a better term, difficult. Hurdling this existential roadblock requires more than some half-assed effort to overcome. In such a predatory universe, only the evolved survive. We've been taught in the past by polarizing forces of control, only those who are strong survive. As well, the meek shall inherit the earth. Digging deeper into the heart of reality, we come to realize this is a weak foundation for rational thinking to build upon. Another fact delivering us to inner revelation, a way of reconciliation recognized by so few, can lead us to a higher resolution. Rest assured, when all is said and done, in actuality, there are an infinite number of choices beyond the scope of base opposites. For simplicity, the option of resolution mentioned above encompasses the inherent potentiality for optimal actualization. Following this thought simulation, let's say we've transcended the inverse twin forces. However, in our attempt to reconcile these, have met with a less than desirable outcome. What are we to do with these, dare I say, thought abortions? Traversing life's numerous pathways, we have all encountered art, music, memes, or otherwise that could easily be regarded as tripe. In one way or another, we are all subject to the fragmented thought simulations of others who, for lack of proper insight, should have abandoned their mediocre work midstream, or more importantly, been willing to dismantle the parts that didn't work to carry onward with the gears serving a purpose. Some scenarios call for us to destroy the work altogether. Bringing nothing without purpose forward becomes an expanding necessity in a time when corrupted simulations rise at every crossroads. The crippled concept of mainstream society and individuals trying to bring life from decaying or long-dead systems should very well be the first detriment to human development on the chopping block. This fact cannot be stated enough. Our upward evolution as individuals, as a society, as a world, hinges on the destruction of failed, devolutionary institutions. Naturally, the question, where do we begin on the path to such a monumental duty, arises. Upon hearing the word duty, those born with a jelly spine affliction predictably respond, I never signed up to help other people remove their heads from the sand. I have far better things to do, far removed from any work of that sort. Before they return to investing every waking moment in the electronic interface, or whatever. This perception remains intact because, rightly so, interfering in the evolution of another is an improper action. Right or wrong is irrelevant. A proper course of action inherently determines its own outcome, inversely proportionate to the scope of an improper action. Sojourning the unknown pathways creates the need for guideposts meant for travelers who at some defining nexus have been redirected, misled away from objective truth. Their choices, the will to action remains intact. Accept the guidance or don't. The resulting choice, as always, will determine the next steps, whether they be forward or backward. So it is with intuitive rationalism. We have no desire to preach or bury the reader under insignificant jargon. Our purpose is to help build a better, more rational, forward-thinking world. We are just another guidepost among many on the lonely road, offering an ear to those with no one to listen. Unleashing words imbued with confidence to lift the shattered souls above their own expectations. Destruction is the seed of creation. What are some useful strategies to integrate the process of purposeful destruction? Mainstream society teaches us to hide our flaws under the facade of its inbuilt, oh-so-cherished egoism. Surely, no one needs to parade their flaws throughout every platform available to be rid of them. Basic acknowledgement coupled with honest reflection carries one a long distance in observation of self. Speaking with the holographic principle in mind, we need also not just be willing to illuminate the flaws in mainstream society, but also become capable of using purposeful destruction to weed them out, ultimately creating a better world. We should not, willingly anyway, allow ourselves to concede to the comfortable notion everything is perfect as is. Why reinvent the wheel now? This will only summon responsibility I don't want to own. Change is unnecessary. I'm fine letting the world turn without my influence. We can agree with another's perspective up to the point they refuse to step forward and act, in turn complaining every opportunity they get about having no control in their lives. Such a feeble point of view is easily broken down. If faced with the same, will you be able to stand your ground or willingly get trampled under the might of the apathetic horde?